The best of Money Matters. Right Business.
Welcome to The Right Business, where we dive deep into the stories of trailblazers who dare to disrupt the status quo, find the gap in the market to find the right business. Hello, I'm Hongbin Jeong. Now, as blockchain and decentralized technologies continue to evolve, so does the need for robust protection against threats. Our next guest is on a mission to create an AI-enabled security system designed specifically for Web3. In an era where digital assets and decentralized applications are growing rapidly, FailSafe is stepping in to ensure that both individuals and businesses can navigate this new landscape with confidence. FailSafe integrates artificial intelligence to provide real-time threat detection, advanced fraud protection, and an extra layer of protection for everything from NFTs to DeFi protocols. So to find out more, joining me today to share more is Aneirin Flynn, who's the CEO and co-founder of FailSafe. Hi, Aneirin. Welcome to the show.
Hey, Hongbin. It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for joining us. Just to kickstart our interview here, what inspired you to create FailSafe and focus on protecting blockchain and Web3 technologies? Was there a gap in the market that you wanted to plug?
Yes, hugely. I mean, we saw that this was a massive problem to the tune of billions of dollars that are stolen annually. And so sat down one day and we said, the world is moving on chain. We're seeing product market fit as stable coins and crypto payments find more and more use cases. And if this was really going to be an emerging technology that was going to be something that was going to be mainstream, then we needed to solve for the massive cybersecurity crisis.
I see. Well, given your background in cybersecurity, I mean, what was the pivotal moment when you decided to build FailSafe? Why did you think this was your calling?
Very simply, I got hacked. I lost a little bit of crypto, and it was just a case where I thought, hey, if this is something that I experience, this is going to be a friction point for everyone. And so that was really the moment. We woke up and we said, hey, this is a really, really big problem. This is a pain point that we were all feeling very, very on a personal level. And so that was the wake-up moment.
I see. Well, how does FailSafe's technology then differ from traditional blockchain security methods? And why is it anticipatory defense crucial in today's digital landscape? How would, FailSafe help you when you kind of got hacked in that scenario?
Yeah, it's a great question. Today in blockchain cybersecurity, the main thing that you do is essentially a code audit. Unfortunately, many projects or many different blockchain companies that do these code audits still end up getting hacked. And that's just because this is a one-time code audit and there's no real-time or runtime security monitoring. So that's really where FailSafe comes in. We're monitoring everything in real time, not just looking at the programs that a company might be running, but also any dependencies that they might have. So that's really the name of the game here. It's ongoing and real-time monitoring.
Right. Well, we understand that traditional blockchain security often raises alarms after, something goes wrong. Now, how does FailSafe's predictive system work, and what role does machine learning play in identifying threats early?
Yeah, awesome question. So essentially, we look at patterns that attackers usually follow, and usually you can tell that an attack is about to happen because an attacker might be attempting to obfuscate or essentially obscure the flow of funds. So they might, for example, be funding an attack wallet with funds from a mixer, such as Tornado Cash. And we know, for example, that if a wallet is being funded from one of these mixers, then that's a big problem. And we can essentially say, hey, this is a high-risk wallet. You should attempt to block any type of interaction that it's attempting to make with your smart contracts. Of course, we analyze all of the attacks that have happened in the history of blockchain as well, and we build models on the transaction flows to be able to identify other risk signals that are taking place so that we can take some form of proactive, preventative action before the attacker performs that devastating attack transaction.
I see. Well, blockchain, Web3, and cryptocurrency, they are still evolving. What are some of the biggest technical and ethical challenges you face in, developing and implementing FailSafe solutions?
I guess the biggest technical challenge is that there are so many blockchains and there are so many transactions, and we have to stay on top of everything. So the amount of monitoring that we have to do is honestly, it's monumental, and it takes a lot of compute power. Ethically, well, yes, we have to say that we're essentially not censoring blockchain transactions. We work very closely with our customers to stop transactions that are malicious or exhibit malicious signals. So I would say we're on the good side. We're trying to, be on the good side of the ethical discussion here.
I see. Well, you mentioned there, FailSafe looks at, different patterns and alerts those different patterns. But, cybersecurity in the blockchain space is a constantly changing battlefield. So how do you stay ahead of increasingly sophisticated adversaries and ensure FailSafe systems remain effective?
Yeah, we have to constantly invest a lot into research and understand the psyche of the attacker and know, for example, what has failed in the past and how they're going to respond to that in the future. It is a cat and mouse game. So that's number one, a lot of research. Number two is we design systems that are essentially or inherently defense in depth, and this is core to our principle. So we don't just rely on one layer of security. There are multiple layers of security that we build around a set of smart contracts or around digital assets to enforce that robust nature of what we do. And, if there was a breach of one layer, there would still be multiple other layers of defense that are in place.
I see. So how can FailSafe's technology become integrated into existing blockchain infrastructures?
Yeah, we work with a lot currently, but the nature of blockchain is permissionless. And so we don't necessarily need a lot of integration work. We work really with chain agnostic or with blockchain agnostic today. So if there was a new blockchain that would spin up tomorrow, we'd effectively be able to support any project building on that blockchain.
I see. And how do you go about, earning trust from both businesses and individuals then, especially in a space as complex and misunderstood as Web3?
Yeah, another great question. We just have to be out there. We have to be educating. We have to be in the trenches with our customers. And sometimes it's the case where projects who have been hacked or founders who have been hacked come to us, and the thing that you really cannot say is, hey, I told you so. What you have to do is, get off your high horse. You have to be in there in the trenches with them, attempt to identify what went wrong, attempt to recover some of the stolen funds. And once you've kind of built that trust with the founders, then they're going to be a customer for life.
I see. And looking ahead, where do you see the future of blockchain cybersecurity in the next 5 to 10 years? And what role do you think FailSafe will play in that evolution?
I think in the same way that we've seen cybersecurity companies evolve out of, let's say, the early internet or the infancy of digital banking, we're going to see a set of cybersecurity companies evolve to serve the needs of blockchain tech. So we're going to see companies like the Palo Alto Networks or McAfee or other brands that we know. There will be household names that essentially come into play for blockchain over the next 5 to 10 years. It's definitely a dream of mine. FailSafe is one of those. And we're investing a lot into AI and using AI as a force for good. And I think that's important because, to be honest, there's a huge imbalance in the incentives right now. Attackers are incentivized to use everything at their disposal, all the new technology, all the fantastic AI, to be able to hack the well-intentioned projects.
Right.
And so, we're fighting back, we're punching back, we're investing just as much.
Well, on that note of achieving your dream, on that journey, what do you think will be the biggest challenges in terms of, user adoption and maintaining security in an increasingly connected world?
The biggest hurdle to overcome is education, because not everyone thinks of security when they're launching a project or when they're creating a smart contract. Yes, they might be able to do the baseline stuff, but in order to be able to overcome an adversary as sophisticated as the attackers that are performing these attacks today, they really need more robust solutions. So I think the biggest hurdle is definitely education and just making sure that everyone out there is protected.
I see. And Aneirin, before we let you go here, what's next for FailSafe? What are your future plans for the company, and are there any expansion plans in the works?
The dream or the future plans is always world domination. We're growing. So currently we're based in Singapore, and we will continue to be based here, just being a Singaporean myself. And we're likely going to be fundraising as well to fuel the next stage of growth. So that's all very exciting times.
I see. Well, all the best for FailSafe's world domination. Well, thank you so much, Aneirin, for joining me today.
Thank you, Hongbin.
Thank you. That was Aneirin Flynn, who's the CEO and co-founder of FailSafe. This has been The Right Business with me, Hongbin Jeong.
To listen to more great interviews, download our podcasts at audio.sg or download the audio app. That's AWEDIO, audio at the App Store and Google Play.